Welcome back. Today we are busting Dustline, and this is the last ever myth busting for Dustline. Next will be Skull Rain, which is going to be out very soon, and there'll be another Mythbusters out for that, going over the new upper airs. So let's get into this. You can leap over a Capcan trip mine. So when mailing a door, you get the vault option. Will that actually get you over a trip mine safely? And it would appear to be yes. So here we go. You can see that Blackbeard misses that trip mine by a mile. And you seem to be, you want to like press forward as you are vaulting in. That way you don't kind of get into the balanced stance where you have your leg a little bit further back. So it's a good way to get into a room quickly, and you know, Catcan might think, oh, I've got that sealed up, he's not going to get in there. But yeah, he can get in. So you can see by that there really is quite a gap between the laser and his legs, so it's relatively safe. So we thought, alright, we'll pump it up one level and see if that makes a difference. Because it'd be quite interesting if you can. This is the normal kind of level I find trip mines at, and he gets over it, no problem. So I'm really surprised that that's actually a thing. And this is how it looks from first person. It's very simple, just vault in, push forward, and you're in safe. So that is confirmed. You can vault over Capcan trip mines. Doc can bounce his stim shot off a drone to revive someone. So this is actually bouncing it off a drone into the player. And as we can see, it's not working. So this is busted. And completely impractical. Montan can extend his shield while crouched. So we put a hole in here that can only be crouched and you can't stand. I'm going to get Pirates to extend the shield, and it works. He is able to extend the shield while crouched. The shield is actually extended into the floor. And it looks absolutely hilarious. I can't believe he can extend it while crouched. And I'm thinking, wait, if he can move like this, it could actually be tactically useful. So, okay, I'll go Pirates. Let's try this again. Can you actually move while you're crouched like that? And he can. And this is great because he's at a great height to shoot from. Like, you can actually shoot behind him and over him, which is actually not possible when he's normally extended. And I think it could be totally a tactical advantage. And it looks really, really good. It does look really good. So we actually had to get Hawkmill to show Hawkmill what the hell was going on here, because we couldn't believe this actually worked. And Hawkmill had the idea of taking the floor panel out so we'd actually see the shield below. And it actually does pop through the floor below, so you can actually see it from one floor under as he's moving around. So take that into consideration. But I do love it. So it's confirmed you can extend the shield while crouched. Blackbeard's beard is not part of his hitbox. And it is the case. You cannot shoot him in the head if you're shooting into that beard. So it's confirmed. It's not part of the hitbox. Hell of a lot of detail there. You can stick a Valkyrie camera to a player. So this has come about by two videos that appeared on Reddit, which showed Valkyrie cameras stuck to players. And I had tested this before and we could never find a way to get it stuck, but then there was video evidence that it can happen. And we have been attempting to figure this out. That we've been trying to melee them off breakable surfaces, we've been trying to drop them off breakable surfaces on our players. We have tried a multitude of different things to see if somehow they can get captured by the character model, but we could not figure it out. And it's been interesting to test. The difference is that when you throw a camera, it behaves differently from a camera dropping off a destructible piece of environment. This was a cool one with Valkyrie here with Blackbeard. We had Blackbeard's shield kind of set up in a way to kind of catch the cameras, to kind of like hold them for as long as we could to see if they would change their state or something. And it looks amazing when you're actually in this camera view looking back at Blackbeard with apparently his white beard. But that's a hell of an unusual view. But they don't get stuck to anything, they just roll off as soon as he starts moving. They're not physically attaching. So we couldn't figure out what it was that was causing it in the game clips we've seen. And there's only been 2 so far. And the last one was recorded on the 25th, so not long ago, so it hasn't really like patched out or anything. But it just appears to be extremely rare, like very, very hard to recreate. And it may not be repeatable, it may just be random luck. So I came up with this other idea of trying to put a camera inside the actual character model. Like I was thinking, if they're solid, then maybe when you put the camera inside the body, then break the surface they're on, the camera would actually kind of rattle around in the body. And I thought that might work. So Pyrex does a really good job here of managing to position himself so he gets one of the cameras inside his actual body. And then I take out the barricade. But as soon as I do that, his character automatically flinches and every camera just drops to the ground. So we tried again. He did a really good job this time of managing to get at least 2 cameras inside his body, and I thought, perfect, take this out. And it looked quite good. Like, there was 3 cameras that had obviously rolled off, so I picked them up. I'm thinking, where's that 4th one? So I decided, okay, I'm going to take a look and see if I can see where it is. And it's inside him. It's actually floating inside him, which is great. But unfortunately, as soon as he moves, it just drops to the ground. So it didn't work like the clips we had seen. So for the moment, this is still busted until I can figure out how to repeat it. But it's pretty interesting. Now we've got a little bonus. This is in the map house. The master bedroom cupboard can now be breached from the outside. And this is very handy if you've got someone camping in there. You can actually breach it and see into it, which is really handy. So I thought I'd add that in. Thank you very much for joining me for the last busting of Rainbow Six Siege Operation Dustline. Next up will be Operation Skull Rain, and that will be out within a week. And the next Mythbusters should also be out within a week. So I cannot wait to get testing with the new operators and the new abilities. So make sure you subscribe, and we will catch you next time.